Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Mick Ruby here, covering Erik Ten Hag's press conference. Of course, we're going to cover everything and we're going to understand what kind of questions the media apparatus is going to ask him, because we've seen it all before. Today, 50% reporting of the dressing room locker room is against Ten Hag, and Samuel Luckhurst got banned today, which is a little bit ironical because this is Mr. Leak. I mean, one might argue to the point that the leaks has actually been fixed at Manchester United. But guess what? Whatever you're drinking, stick around because we're going to cover this live together. We're going to analyze all the questions and we're going to dissect it together. What kind of questions they're going to ask him? How is it going to line up? Is it going to line up the same people as, you know what I mean, Newcastle? I'm still having that PTSD, but stick around. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe while we are back in 20 seconds. And we are back, people. How you all doing? What a busy day in the world of football for Mick Ruby and Mufc Realist TV channel. We did a morning stream today with no other than Sal from the Stratford End Post. And now when we're sitting here, football is the way of life. Of course, we're playing Chelsea tomorrow, guys. And of course, we're going to cover the press conference live as what we do on this channel. Big up for everyone that's tuning in. I don't know it's what time it is. It's past lunch, but I'm sitting here right now in Thailand. It is 23 p.m. Big difference. Anyway, coming in here, Chunino is saying, I can't believe how long it took the club to ban journalists. Whoever harming the manager and club allow the same journalists spreading their toxic stories to come out to meeting as the Erik Ten Hag questions. Well, Chunino, you got a point there, because Sir Alex Ferguson always used to ban them. You know, they used to be petrified of Sir Alex, but, you know, ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left, the knife's been out sharpening for the managers. We've seen it all before. Like, you know, they went out to get Moyes, they went out to get Louis van Gaal, they got Mourinho, they got Ole, they got Ragnick, and they're preparing the blueprint story again. They're writing the runes for Erik Ten Hag, but no. Erik Ten Hag's not going to fall for it. We do not let it fall for it. Jamie Wayne coming here to say media banned Lockhurst. I'm not going to read that F-bomb word, but I can understand what you're saying there. And you continue saying, no, that's their match going orders to family. Going, yep. Carlos, what you saying here, my friend? Jamie Wayne, yeah, you're talking to each other. And he says, Mr. The End. Well, I think it's the end of allowing this press to harm a club. You know, it's been far too long. I must say that I'm a protector of the badge because, you know, I've been a legacy United supporter for 50 years. I don't really agree what they're doing because you just attach yourself to the name Manchester United and writing articles, and rest assured you will generate a lot of clicks. But there have been certain media apparatus like Lockhurst has been just speculating in gossip questions, and you know, and I'm so happy to see this because at the end of the day, the fan base is already divided and hurt the way we are. The last thing that we need to do is some stenographer writing not so true stories about what's going on in the locker room. So I believe that Ten Hag picked up the phone, picked up the yellow pages, looked for the best contractor in Manchester to fix the leaks. And it looks like it worked. Anyway, big up to all of you. Red card for Samuel Luckhurst. Compost, what are you saying here? Whoever the leakers are, the contract should be terminated. I don't care who it is. And that's what I said just now, Compost. We found the best contractor, the plumber in Manchester, to fix the leaks. Carlos, what you saying here as well? He should. Okay, you guys are talking to yourself. 100%. Gas Taylor, good afternoon to you. Gas. You know, There's always Gaz when Gaz coming in. Gaza, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Big up all the community of Mufc Realist TV. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you haven't liked yet, please do so right now. It's so important for this channel. We are on the road for 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so that'd be fantastic if you can help us grow. 100%, 100%. And by the way, don't miss out the epic shorts that we just uploaded with Andy Tate doing a rap song regarding Lockhurst. That's going to be viral, hopefully, hopefully. What are you saying, Jeff Steele, coming all the way from Adelaide, Australia? Mick, I hope all good with everyone. Thoughts all. Should the fact that the Ten Hag hasn't beaten a top 8 team in almost 2 years, yes, true, get him sacked? I mean, at least Ole beat 4 times, etc. Look, I get your point, Jeff, but I'm over it. Like, I'm just seeing what else is out there. I mean, we are in a rebuild project. We have sacked the manager every 18 months. It's time to break that cycle and give a little bit more time, perhaps. I don't see any other manager out there that could improve us. Not even if Pep Guardiola came in, he would face the same difficulties because there is no sporting operations above Ten Hag. Like, we all know that. We don't have a proper sporting director. We don't have a proper CEO that understands football. So I covered this so many times, it's getting repetitive. So either Ten Hag lives by the sword and dies by the sword, and he turns around and plays the players that he knows he can trust, but he's doing the same mistake what the other managers are doing, playing the players that will throw him under the bus. And it's time for Ten Hag to wake the coffee. At the moment, I'm Ten Hag in. I'm not out, but I'm leaning more towards doubt because I give him a doubt in a way, because I want him to turn around. I want this club to be successful, but there's nothing else to be successful. I mean, you got to have the right tools. You got to have new ownership and stuff like that. Anyway, big up to all of you. Big up Rebbe Bakir as well. How you doing? And big up to Gray 100. What you saying? 100 Shades of Grey. Thanks for the gift of membership, whoever bought it. Yeah. Did anyone gift a membership? Oh, that was probably from the last stream. I think it was Angie. What are you saying? Paul Cross is saying he's pushing himself out, sadly. Yes, Jeff Steele, I think it was Angie that bought 20 memberships in the last stream. So big up. So give Angie a massive tap on the back, will you, please? The press conference is about to start in a minute or so, I believe. But as far as I'm concerned, they're always late. So let's see if it started. Otherwise than that, I'm waiting for my partner in crime to come in, Mark Nurse, but he's got some Wi-Fi problems today. And I was hoping for him to come in, but no, he will not come in as of yet. So that means that he hasn't fixed his Wi-Fi. It was last night, I think. Yeah, it was last night. I was asleep, by the way, mate. So it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and I was awake to hear that it was Angie that gifted 20-minute membership. So big up to Angie. I even wrote in the chat afterwards to thank her as well. So Angie, you are a superstar. I think the manager's press conference is about to start. Whoa. I think it is about to start. I think it's starting right now. But for some reason, you have to register to watch. What is this? No, I don't want to register myself. I need to log in. Anyway, we will play it on my mobile phone. Usually we will cover it on the live screen, but let's just play it here. Let's see how it goes. I tell you what, these apps are absolutely shockers. Glazes are out here.
The media.
Hi, Erik. Hi.
Okay, what happened now?
It was obviously a challenging game at Newcastle, a difficult day.
Oh my God, what's going on?
Performance. So from there on, we carry on. I think the team is in the good direction. I think we played very good football. We scored brilliant goals against Galatasaray and against Everton. So against Newcastle, we didn't play great. We knew that. We were not happy with that performance. But although we stayed in the game till the final moment, with a little bit luck, even we had 2 good opportunities in the end, so we could have even steal a point. So if we are a little bit more determination in such moment, I think we could have taken something with it. But still, I think we are in a good direction. We are in the ranking. Of course, we dropped, but I think we are not too far away. So we are okay.
You've mentioned previously togetherness and unity as key attributes. Do you believe that you have the buy-in required from the players to make this this club successful?
Oh yes, I'm sure. But you can see, for instance, the comeback against Brentford, the Burnley game, the Fulham game. So every time the team is there, showed great character, so great determination, resilient. So we are together, and you can see you can't play such great football that we did lately if there is no unity.
There was no unity last time, and that's what they're digging
in.
I think.
Answer, because there's a number of media outlets who are not here today because the club weren't given the right of reply over suggestions that some of the players are unhappy with you, some are unhappy with the training. How do you address that? Because
good question.
People just don't make things up.
But they should come to us first and not go around in our back.
Bingo.
Printing articles. That's not the right thing. I think we have another relationship, and then they can. They should give that to us beforehand. We have a normal and a professional discussion and debate about it.
I mean, are you at all concerned that what is being reported, what people are being told, that there is truth behind that? Clearly, there's an issue with Jadon Sancho, which we're all aware of, and you've spoken about before, but are there issues with other players? I know what you mean about the games, but behind the scenes, are there issues?
No. Of course, man. There are always in every team players who are not or less playing, they are less happy, but not different as normal. And such tension fields you need that, and they have to they wait for the chance, and they can come. But no, there are no issues.
Okay.
It's quite personal, the things that have been suggested, your tactics, your
tactical
discipline.
questions, good stuff.
How do you respond to that? As far as you're concerned, you won't change, or are you open to the suggestions of players to maybe change certain areas?
I listen always to my players, and I give them always the opportunities to tell. And if the players have a different opinion, of course I will listen. But they haven't told me, or maybe one or two. But it's about, so in general, so the majority, they want to play like this, proactive, dynamic, brave. That is what they want. And you can see the players are behind it because of the performances against Everton, Galatasaray. And we are really improving. As you see that goal, do you think that you can make a goal like we did against Everton? If the players didn't embrace it, what do you think?
So Newcastle was a blip then?
Things like that happened today give a sense of, I don't know, a disorder around the club. Is that fair? Is that a fair representation of this club?
So, but not in the dressing room. And I don't know what you... of course, there are a lot of rumors about strategic review, but it's not that we get distracted from it. We are on the journey, on the route. We know we are still in transition, but we are in the right direction. And you see it, like how we construct the team, how we develop the team, how the team is progressing, how young players coming in.
Young players, I like that.
And you see the potential, how they can contribute to very successful Manchester United for the future.
Erik, you talk about the performance against Galatasaray, and not so much against Newcastle. The lack of effort, I think, has been criticised quite a lot by certain individuals.
I love this question, lack of effort.
I'm sure that's something that you
just
don't
call them out.
Ask your
say
players to do before
Rashford,
they
say
take
lack
to the
of
field.
players.
Where was that lack of effort? Where did it come from? Because I think we could all see
What
that
about
certain
Lacazette?
individuals weren't tracking back, they weren't helping out their fullbacks in other positions. And surely that's something that you're not saying to your players.
But he said it to Sancho, didn't he?
We are not robots.
We're not
and
robots.
If you play 3 games in 6 days, tough games, and by the end, fatigue can be an issue, can never be an excuse, but it's there. And against Galatasaray, against Everton, we played very good. Against Newcastle, we were not happy with our performance, and we are the first to say, and the players are the first that they are so self-critical that they admit this. So we know, and we have to do better than this.
Last question in this section, Richard.
Last
Hi,
question.
Erik. Obviously, Marcus Rashford has received lots of negative attention after the Newcastle game. How is he feeling?
Here we go.
How is he feeling? Everyone is disappointed if you have the result in Galatasaray and then the performance and the result in Newcastle. But if you go to Newcastle, we are not the only team who's losing there. I think every they had a home record. They win all the games apart from Liverpool, where they were leading, and the opponent was downsized to 10, and then they get a turnaround. Apart from that, everyone is losing there, and but it doesn't say we want to win there. And we did everything what was in our power, but definitely our performance wasn't good enough.
Make sure you're tuning to Match Day
Okay,
from 10 past
that
7
was
for all the best build-up.
short and sweet. Apparently, there are some media outlets that are not invited. That's been very, very critical and vocal in printing not so true stories out there to harm the club and the players and the manager. I think is the right way to do. I mean, call it out, but questions to sort of cottonwool questions. Have they been given, the scripted questions from the PR team just to minimize the damage? I mean, yes, we've seen how, I don't know what to say. I mean, at the end of the day, as a manager, you defend your team. That is your job. But you cannot come out and defend the Newcastle situation because there was no unity. Is it a blip? Maybe it is. You cannot say complacency. We're playing this much of games especially when you know that Newcastle played on the bare bones and didn't have any rotation. So it's not excuse. To defend Rashford, I don't know why British media are not so hard on me, because that was a capitulation, according to my opinion and what everyone else was saying. I certainly believe that Rashford will be dropped. If he's not, it's just going to be a big question mark on my forehead and everyone else's forehead. You play the best players, according to Ten Hag always say. He thinks that we are on a progress, but a lot of people here in the chat room says that we haven't seen a style of play, and I kind of agree with that as well. Then you can argue to the point that we had a lot of injuries and we didn't have the right personnel to play his style of play. But what is his style of play? I'm Ten Hag in, but I'm starting to be confused, because he said his style of play is no longer the Ajax way, to be the Manchester United way. So I'm just confused, because we bought in a goalkeeper and we don't play out of the back. We're playing hoofballs. We bought in on loan a fit left back that we're not playing, Serge Reguilon. So Luke Shaw is back and playing in a left centre back position, which is fair and square. But what about Rafael Varane? There's a lot of questions that I need to understand as well. From my, they could have asked the questions, why are you playing the players that will let you down? I don't know. Maybe it's just still fresh with me with the loss, because I'm still feeling hurt, but at the end of the day, I think it was a general tough questions. I think it was good. Tactically, no questions about how we're going to beat Blues, what is going to line up. I would like to have a little bit more. Jarvis Cocker is in the house. Everyone is in the house. Hey again, Jarvis. How you doing, my friend? Happy lunchtime for you guys. And it was just a short and sweet press conference. I wish I could have heard a little bit more. I mean, in fair hindsight, like, they done the right thing. They took away the outlets that has been writing shit, and he said it himself, like, they've been doing it for the self entitlements that could have come to us and asked, is it true or not, as for comments, which they don't. So fair and square, like, they've been banned, and I like it. That's the approach. I think that we need, as a club, we need to control the information flow at the moment. It's been far too damning. I mean, we still have the takeover looming. We still have, the damage control with Jadon Sancho and Greenwood and everything that's been going on. So I do understand it's been taking a big toll on the manager. But being a manager, Manchester United, it probably discovered that it's no longer about giving time for a rebuild. It's about results. And our fan base has no patience. If we don't get results, I'm afraid, until Liverpool, which is the 17th of December, people is going to call for his head. What I would like to see, guys, for tomorrow, I want to see that action speaks louder than words. I felt that it was a determined manager, but a little bit of a conflicted manager. And let's see if he does the right thing. I don't know. Let me know in the chat below what you think. Do you think he will start Marcus Rashford, or do you think Marcus Rashford will be rested, considering his display that he thought? I thought he threw his toys out of the pram, and especially when the camera zoomed in and everyone was lip syncing it and saying, "What the f am I doing out here?" Anyway, big up for all of you for coming in here. James Greenwood, I can see you. What do you have for saying? My mouse seems to be stuck here. Where am I? Gas Taylor, what you saying? Agree what you're saying, Gas Taylor. Okay, you're talking to yourself. Gas, what you saying? James, Ten Hag has said in the past that this team can't play like Ajax. True, but who are they? I mean, who are they? We clearly miss Licha. Licha is the spine. Licha is coming back, right? Casemiro is injured, of course. Midfield, we don't have Eriksen anymore. He's also injured. But you have Sofian Amrabat that you bought in, that understands your style of play as well, from Utrecht, and you go with Scott McTominay. Right. We did a morning show this morning, and we came to conclusion that certain players has been there longer than you. They've been there like through dinosaur ages, and they've seen managers out the door one by one. So Ten Hag, if you're smart enough, please, you have the blueprint in your hand. Like, you see what's going on, what media has been doing, and you see who has been throwing the managers on the bus. Maybe it's time that you throw the players under the bus, and maybe that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing with Jadon Sancho, with certain players that are not good enough. They're not playing. Anyway, am I nervous for tomorrow? I don't know. We will do a match review later on this evening. It will be... we'll have some Chelsea fans in the studio as well, so it's going to be a balanced, but it's also going to be ransom bands as well. So I don't know. It's a short and sweet. I don't have Mark in the studio. Let me know what you're thinking. If you want to come in and have you say, I can always share my... Oh, yeah. I just want to invite you to come in and speak to me in the studio. Okay, I will post the link here. Come in and have you say. We will close the shop within 10 minutes. I'll paste it down here. Let's have a chat. How do you find the press conference? What do you want to see it tomorrow? Do you think Rashford will start, or do you think he will be dropped? Who would you like to see play tomorrow? Come in, speak to me. The link is in the description below here now. I posted in the chat room. Come on. I give you 1 minute. Okay, anyone? Jarvis, anyone? Compost Smurf, Jeff Steele from Australia. Please feel free to come in, have a say. 18 months, James. I know, I understand. 18 months, like, that's the evil cycle. We are into the 18 months hamster wheel cycle, and historically speaking, the 17th of December, Anfield, it's been the kind of date when we sack the manager, hasn't it? Like, can we go to Anfield, get a result? I mean, Liverpool has kind of adopted the never say die mantra from United. Against Fulham, they were like, I don't know, Fulham was up, and all of a sudden in 5 minutes they came from nowhere, like into the 9 minutes, and just won it, nicked it 4-3. That's so typical Liverpool, isn't it? Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. Come on, tune into the show if you want. Jarvis, you want to come and have a say as well? You have the link. Talk to me. Anyone? Otherwise, I will close the shop and we will focus on... No, you cannot turn in. You're in the office. I know. People are in the office. I understand. Listen, guys, that was a short and sweet press conference. The takeaway here is he banned certain outlets to come in and ask questions. He thinks that it was they haven't really confirmed with the club. It's been just printing gossip just to hurt and harm the manager, the team, and the players. I salute that 100%. They did ask some hard questions regarding the togetherness. He basically replied that we are together as always. They did asked about Jadon Sancho. They kind of had a little bit dig on why you keeping, but it was kind of silent dig. You know, you're criticizing for lack of performance by banning Sancho, and still there was an underlying question why you're still keeping Rashford on. And I think they should have gone a little bit more harder. You know what I mean? Graham, as soon as we saw that instead of bagging or trashing Rashford, he went on Anthony Martial. So typical. Sorry. Adam, what you're saying here? Fans keep moaning that it's the same players throwing on the manager under the bus, but Ten Hag is picking these players, and yeah, 100% what we've been saying. And this is the only way to stop Adam. You know, I totally agree with you. Ten Hag needs to sort of wake up and see, like, you know what, I'm not going to play you. But then comes the question: who is whispering in his ear? Things you don't want to hear. I'm talking about Darren Fletcher there, guys. Like, you know, Darren Fletcher was there since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Darren Fletcher was there since Ragnick. We've seen Darren Fletcher influencing and whispering Ten Hag's here. And nobody really knows what his role is. He's apparently technical director or something like that. But I have a sneaky feeling that Ten Hag doesn't really have full autonomy to pick his team, and he's forced to play certain players because it's part of the contract. So if we see Rashford playing on the right again tomorrow, then I would almost say it's confirmed, right? Mick, what is the breaking news? Jean-Claude Blanc, very close to become the new CEO of Manchester United. Woohoo! Fabrizio here, Romano, here we go. Tap it in. But that doesn't have to do with the takeover, Jarvis. We were always about to change the CEO because of Richard Arnold and the leaks. So big up. Hopefully we get him. He's a very good CEO. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later to the next video. We will do the Chelsea match preview. Call it Top Dogs and Rivals, guys. Until then, stay beautiful to each other. Love each other in the social. Be nice to each other in the chat. Love you and leave you. And that's all, folks. Bye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now.